Welcome to the Color of Success podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Stephanie J. Wong. Many of us are feeling a wide range of emotions: sadness, anger, fear, sometimes hopelessness and helplessness. This season, we will be exploring all the feelings and ways to empower each other to take action. So, let's go. Game on. Slanted is hands down my number one must-see movie of the year. It is a bold, provocative genre bender that uses sharp satire and sci-fi horror to interrogate beauty standards, assimilation, and the cost of belonging. The film follows Joan Huang, played by Shirley Chen, a high school outsider who idolizes the popular girls and dreams of becoming prom queen, but fears the only way to win is to look like every past queen whose portraits line the school halls. When she discovers Ethnos, a mysterious cosmetic surgery clinic that turns people white, Joan undergoes the procedure and wakes up as a blonde girl, played by Mckenna Grace, seemingly destined for the crown. As her transformation brings popularity and power, it also exposes the disturbing personal and cultural costs of erasing one's identity. The film premiered at the 2025 South by Southwest Film Festival, where it captured audiences' attention and won the Grand Jury Prize in the Narrative Feature competition. It will be released in theaters nationwide on March 13th. I had the honor of speaking with Maitreyi Ramakrishnan and Amelie Zilber about their experience playing multifaceted roles in the movie. I'm Dr. Stephanie J. Wong from Color of Success. I'm a clinical psychologist, so a little different today. Thank you so much for having me, and Maitreyi, love you.
Preach. Thank you. Thank you for being here, talking to us.
Absolutely. And Amelie, thank you so much for joining me. I have so many questions to unpack. However, I'll jump right into it. Maitreyi, you were given a very powerful line of asking, do you think I'm ugly too? And that one struck my heart. How did you navigate getting into that space of pain and anguish and being able to respond to that
Oh,
scene?
thank you for saying that because I actually came up with that line. That line did not exist before. Originally, the scene was just Brenda saying like, "Bro, I don't know who you are anymore. Get out of my face. I'm not going to prom. Deuces." Pretty like exactly word for word. That's what it said on the script. But in all seriousness, I had a conversation with Amy saying like, "Hey, can I like pitch you an idea about just this end scene because it's the last time we see Brenda on screen." And I told her, I was like, if I was in this situation and this was my best friend, who's Guyanese, my best friend, if they did this, this was the question that I would ask them, especially if they're looking at me saying, I am prettier, I am hotter, people want to fuck me, all these things. And it's all because you just became white. Your personality is the same. Your brain is the same. The things, your likes and interests are exactly the same. So if this is the conversation, like this is what you're telling me a lot about myself, especially on another basis of the fact that it's, Brenda's Chinese best friend saying it to Brenda's South Asian self, her Tamil self, where let's talk about it. Colorism in the Asian community is crazy. So if
Yep.
you thought your skin was ugly, mine must be disgusting to you, huh? So having that conversation with Amy, I was like, yeah, you can wordsmith it in like, whatever way you feel best. But I would just ask that question. Yeah, if you think you're ugly, do you think I'm ugly too? Like, damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
No, absolutely. It was very powerful. And I have two young daughters, so it's like I never wanted to be anything but Asian, but I grew up in the Bay Area. And so this movie like really challenged me and my husband as like parents and just thinking about our daughters. So Amelie, wow, what a performance. I mean, you were able to play the it popular girl, but you had so many layers and dimensions. What was it like to kind of have, yeah, clock it, as my kids would say, this identity there that was very multifaceted, even though maybe at first it appeared one dimensional?
Yeah, that's a great question. So much of my process trying to become this character had to do with understanding her motivation for everything. Because something my mom used to tell me when I was young and people would be mean to me is that mad comes from sad. And it's a very silly little sentence. It's gets right to the point, but it's so true. And I think about that all the time, but especially with this character, I had to really understand what made her so sad that she felt the need to make others feel small. And her process of cruelty and vindictiveness and manipulation all had to come from a place that made her think she wasn't doing anything wrong. So I really had to step into her mindset, thinking, not only am I not a bad person, she might even think she's a good person, but to step into a mindset of justifying every one of her behaviors because it comes from a place of her feeling so insecure and so small and so not worthy of love, attention, of embracing her own identity.
First, I was like, girl, there's two things. One, I ain't giving you a discount on your nails. Two,
Thank you. I hate that scene so much. That's so triggering. Thank you. No one talks about the nail scene.
No one talks about that scene, interestingly enough. And it's so brutal. It's
yes.
horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That.
Just wanted to say, what do you hope people take away from this powerful film? I think it should be in school curriculum, but I don't know about the melting faces. But what do you guys hope?
Empathy. To be kind to yourself, should you relate to Joan? And if you are in a Brinda situation where you're confident in who you are, keep staying confident, but maybe extend some empathy to the Joans in your life instead of judging them right away. Because at the end of the day, we all want to get to the same finish line of feeling good about who we are. The world is already cruel enough.
Yeah. And question the systems around you. Question why you are made to feel small. Question why you believe the people who are ostracizing you. Like question everything, because it goes down to power systems that we are vulnerable to and made to feel small by. And we have to be aware of them to be able to break them down.
Absolutely. And I think that really relates to mental health because when we are looking and having internalized racism, it's like, well, what is making us really feel that way? So thank you so much for being with me today. I mean, there's so much that I could say, but I appreciate you both for the impact that you made on this film.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you for listening. We would love for you to subscribe to the podcast and join our community on all our socials at colorsuccesspodcast.com. Looking forward to you checking out my memoir, Cancel the Filter, Realities of a Psychologist, Podcaster, and Working Mother of Color on Amazon and wherever books are sold. I'd love to hear your Cancel the Filter moments.